Okay, so my computer crashed right at the last part where the video left off. Sorry about that. So I lost that file. This computer is just a jank, mostly. Just you gotta save things, in little segments so don't lose all your work. I opened up one of my files I sent you. Um, so basically, I was on the last video right where I left off. I was showing you how to layer things. So say you have a track like right here. This is the first thing I record, and you can just press this right here, and that means it'll solo this instrument, so you can hear just the instrument. Likewise, if you want to take that instrument out and listen to the whole mix, just press mute. So it's playing every other instrument but this instrument, just on its own. See? So all of these here, all of these are all of the instruments that I've chosen. All of these instruments you can find. You just go to create instrument, and they're all in these files. And it's a really trial and error. You just gotta find. You gotta listen to what sounds good with the first instrument you start with, and that's where the artistic sort of creation comes in. You can create just your own soundscapes. I use the metronome for this one. So if I wanted to record another, these are already pre-recorded. So if say I want to record another, I'll show you how to do another layer. Say I want to put in like a sax. I really do. Alright, just to show you. So I have everything here. Put the click on, press record. Now, say what you want to play is a little bit farther out in the song, but you want to get a good bearing before you start. You can just pick somewhere a little before you want to actually record it and press record. Recording blank space doesn't erase any of the parts from before. So it's going to give me the pre-click. Yeah, it's just playing. Say I want to start recording right here, just something random. So it's still recording right now. It's recording all the notes. And there you have that phrase here. And you just play it back. Turn off the metronome, the cool thing about Reason is all the tracks are everything is very permeable. So I can take this phrase right here from the sax that I recorded. I can move it anywhere along the track in terms of time. I can move it to a different instrument, so it's basically just raw notes. It's just like the scales and how they're put together with the time. But the way that the actual melody is expressed is completely interchangeable. So if I wanted to say move this to a different instrument, I can just create new instrument, uh, trumpet. I'll go back up. I'll take this, drag it down to wherever that trumpet is, right here, and just plop it right there, and then it'll play on the trumpet. So it's a very fluid program. Uh, if you want to find what instrument in the rack right here, that's what they call it. It's like the rack where all your instruments are. You can just go to where you recorded them and click on it, and it'll bring it. It'll be at the top of the page. I honestly don't mess with the instrument settings too much. I just try to find instruments I like right off the bat. The one effect that I will use is reverb because sometimes I like using reverb on just to get a good sound. A lot of the instruments sound pretty dry without reverb. Like this right here is reverb. The reverb effect, it always goes below the effect that it's working on. So it's kind of like the supplement. So if you want to put reverb on any of your instruments, these are my drums right here. Uh, these are my drums. I made the drums. Some of my favorite drum kits are right here. In instruments, drums and percussion, drum kits. It's called redrum kits, and I go to abstract hip hop. All of these kits are fire. Once I click one, you'll click one, and one will come here. You just right click it. You're gonna go down to create, and then you're gonna go up to create effect. And then it should just bring you to reverb. All of these are kinds of reverbs. Pretty standard. I just use small room or small hall. You click it, and I made another one obviously because I already had one. Uh, it starts out basically dryness and wetness is like how much reverb there is. Like if you listen real quick, it starts out very wet and it's way too much reverb for the drums. Like you can't even hear the drums because it's just completely washed out. But if you take it and you dry it up a little bit, it gets more clear. If it's all the way dry, there's no reverb, so I usually know to give it a little. Let me turn off this trumpet. So you just gotta, find what you want as you do it right here. So that's reverb, and you can do that on any instrument, not just drums. I use it for drums because a lot of the drum kits alone just sound like you're in a little box, and you really to give them a lot of life and breath. It's good to give the space there and some different dimensions. Um, so you can save your work, save it as like any other program. Trying to think of another. Oh yeah, and then up here is the mixer. You'll see all these instruments are playing. You can turn them down, turn them up. It's kind of it's like your master controls. That's after you kind of have. That's kind of after you have your basic song structure, and you're trying to get nitpicky. You're trying to make everything balance really well, bring out the right textures and the right kinds of sounds. Because a lot of the times, half of the deal is getting the mix to sound good. And if you really want a particular instrument to shine, it has to stand out behind the instruments that are supporting it. And that can be difficult sometimes. And it's honestly, like I was saying earlier, just trial and error there, getting the sounds right. Uh, I usually mess with the trebles and the basses to do that. And volume, of course, is good. You just gotta use a mix of all three. So yeah, that's your rack. Um, I sent you four. I think I sent you way more than four actually. Uh, some things to work on. So if you open one, be here. If you want to edit any of them and you don't have a MIDI keyboard, you can just click on the file or on the instrument part, and you zoom out. You can zoom in and out here, and here are all the notes. And if you want to rearrange them or add new ones, you can click on the note and move them up, but you can also change the length, or you can make new notes. For instance, copy, and you can paste the note and just arrange them, and then it'll play back right there. Kind of tedious, but I'm not sure of another way to do it without a keyboard. Maybe there's a way to use your actual computer keyboard. I know you can do it on Fruity Loops. learn. Yeah, that's obviously a very rough, basic, uh, pretty dry tutorial. Um, I think it should give you the gist of it though. On your drums, this is one drum kit, so all of these different columns are different parts of the drum kit. So this right here is like with like bass, like snare, and you can find out which one it is if you click on the drum kit, and and you it'll highlight which one it is. So this is bass, like a whole rim shot, another bass over here. Uh, but and if you want to, you can change the pitches of the drums. Oh yeah, nice. Or so pitches right here. I do a lot of stuff with the drums. I like to have a really low, kind of bluesy snare. So my snare is find my snare. Where's my snare? Where's my snare? There. So the snare's right here. Uh, Pitch. I think it comes standard, like right in the middle. But I usually drop it down. Drop it down. Oh, oh. You don't want it too loose, but no, it's nice. Yeah. To get out of the micro editing screen, you just click up here on the top left. So that goes in between the whole picture and individual tracks. So I'll click here if I want to edit this this instrument. Go back up, and it'll zoom in. You can scroll down and edit the individual notes. Let's see. This right here is if you want to delete this little laser. If you want to delete parts of the track. If you say I want to just get rid of like this, like half of this, you'll highlight it. Press delete. Oops. Press delete. Go back. Always go back to the mouse. That's how you select things. Yeah. Oh, and if you wanna make the bottom bigger, you go up here. You click this little square, and you have a much bigger view of all your instruments. You can always go back to your instrument rack if you want to edit something. Yeah, pretty simple. Uh, yeah, good luck with everything, and hopefully you can make something of some of the tracks I gave you. A lot of them are really haven't really had much work. Just kind of like the first half an hour of ideas is just like that spurt of inspiration. But yeah, see what you can do with them. Feel free to send me a file back, or just hit me up if you have a particular question. Word up. That's what I was talking about earlier.